Woo! Holy moly. Hello, chat. Let me see if I can pull you guys up. Come to Brazil! Yes, yes. Hello, hello. Woo! Today is gonna be a little different. I will be doing a. Can you guys see all my drop downs? That's awesome. I will be doing a live stream. We're gonna do half reacts, half Minecraft hardcore. I've been looking to playing on the hardcore world. Like I've been looking forward to it like since last Wednesday, so I'm pretty excited. Pretty pumped. The way I picked the stuff that we're reacting to today, it's just stuff that interested me on my personal channel, and I was like, these are great. But moving forward, we could react together to, like, you guys could send me suggestions of things to react to. So far, everything sound good? Are we in a good place with sound and everything? You guys let me know, chat. You guys let me know, chat. Cool. I can hear myself a little bit. Very nice. Very cool. So let's just get into it. We are going to start with, let me see. How Video Games Teach You the Meaning of Life by Juniper Dev. Someone I recently stumbled upon, but I've been really liking their stuff about indie games and stuff like that. I'm currently writing a video script about indie games, so let's watch this. Lock in, chat.
Having a fantastic day. It was sunny for the first time in months. I saw a squirrel on my way to class. That's always a highlight for me.
You know, Houston has so many squirrels. I'm based in Houston. I'm based in Texas. So many squirrels. Holy moly. And it gets kind of sad because if you just go on any highway or freeway, it's literally a massacre. But yeah.
Everything was just fantastic.
This is cool.
And I thought to myself, this seems like the perfect day to try a Dark Souls game for the first time in my life. If you
See, I'm the same way. Can't play Dark Souls when I'm sad. I can play Dark Souls. Or I can't play Dark Souls when I'm sad. I can play Dark Souls when everything is perfect though. I can only handle a certain amount of bandwidth of just fighting the same boss over and over.
you aren't familiar with
Yo, welcome in. Hello.
Dark Souls, these are notoriously hard games. They're built around
Notoriously hard. Like, notoriously hard games. You ever try playing Elden Ring? Yeah.
very challenging and unforgiving encounters. If you're used to just button smashing your way through fights and battles, you're not gonna be able to do that anymore. You will fight the same boss over and over and over again.
Truly. If you ever want to sweat, just play any Souls like. Like, yeah. This like Souls have me butt clenching hard.
Heck, it might not even be a boss. It'll be some dude that you need to defeat to get to the boss on the way. But you will fight the same guy over and over and over and over and over and over.
And then there are bosses that learn your patterns, right? Which is crazy.
Over and over and over. Let me now introduce you to my friend, Sisyphus. You've probably seen him in a meme at some point. He's pretty popular. He's kind of a big deal. But he comes from an essay from Albert Camus called The Myth of Sisyphus. In this essay, Sisyphus is this dude that's forced to push a boulder eternally up this mountain. And no matter how many times Homeboy gets it to the top, it will always fall back down. It is a metaphor for the absurdity of human life. Camus argues that life itself is inherently meaningless, yet man still continues to search for meaning, often in vain. This constant struggle for purpose and meaning in an indifferent universe is absurd. Yet
Have you guys seen like the Sisyphus, like this is my boulder memes? I actually like I view it a little differently. I don't know where I read this. It could have been from the myth or just from something else that expanded on the myth. But I do remember reading like at some point Sisyphus like smiles as he's pushing the rock because you're doing it forever. It is a punishment put on him. I'm sure the video is gonna go more in depth on that. But yeah, I always viewed the myth as like you're learning to love the process, I guess, right? Like yeah, that that is like human nature. You push and you strive for better things, and then the boulder just comes crashing down, and you have to go all the way back down to push it just up the same mountain. And I can completely see why like one side like how some people would be like that sounds like misery or that sounds like a horrible way to live, but I think it's just like it's the motions of life. I don't know.
Camus says that instead of being sad or whining about that, we should find meaning in the struggle itself. AKA, the only way for our boy Sisyphus to be
Literally what I was saying. Yeah, like you learn to love the process, or you have fun in the process.
happy given the absurdity of his situation is to revolt against it. Not to deny it, and not to escape it. So, in the world of Dark Souls, here, I am Sisyphus. Or you, if you play Dark Souls, bless your heart, are Sisyphus. That's not a very profound conclusion, but it is the foundation for the philosophy I'm about to establish, so buckle up. The most fascinating part about the story of Sisyphus is that he knows he is stuck in this eternal cycle. That is why he continues to push it. Because he knows he will never get to the top, he's able to find fulfillment in the act
I love this B-roll of Steve just like holding a stone block. I have a feeling she recorded this B-roll. Very cool.
of pushing the boulder itself. Now, me in a Dark Souls game, on the other hand, I certainly hope to beat the boss when I fight it 300 times. If I knew I was just predestined to never finish a fight going into it, I would probably have a pretty bad time. That would probably suck. So why does Sisyphus keep pushing the boulder? Well, here's the thing. Even though the goal of a game is to complete the game or at the least get past an encounter, what really keeps us playing is the engagement in the process itself. When you fight the same dude over and over, the satisfaction doesn't just come from finally beating it, it comes from all those small wins along the way. Oh,
It's true. It's like the little breakthroughs you make where it's like, okay, I finally got through that pattern. Okay. And then like it's so cool once you get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm getting it. And then the boss just completely mixes up the pattern of what's going on. Recently we are playing through Deltarune, right? Not just in my personal life. And Wifey was doing the secret boss in the first chapter, which is like this it's like this joker, like this jester guy, and she was in flow state. Like I at some point I got frustrated and I was like, okay, I need to take a break. She's like, okay, I'll try. Went into flow state. 3 hours later, 2 to 3 hours later, beats him. It really takes a special person to get into these and Deltarune isn't even a Souls like, but it's just like that boss fighting. Yeah, very cool.
you can actually recognize an attack pattern. You make it to the second stage of a fight. You can land a parry that you couldn't before. Those are the things that turn you into Sisyphus, because you're enjoying the struggle. Even when people do beat Dark Souls, they go on to New Game Plus. They play the next game in the series. They speedrun. I mean, what do you think they do? Go outside? No. The moment we reach the top of one hill, we willingly look for another. So it was never really about winning. It was about wanting to struggle for something. Now, do we apply that same logic to real life? I feel like the default is no. I think the default is to be looking forward to the relief of our struggles. Oh, I'll be happy when it's the end of the workday. Oh, when
100%. I think that it's an unfortunate part of just human nature. We keep moving the goalpost, and that's why in terms of like success and content creation and stuff like that, it looks so different for like a vast array of people. You won't find 5 content creators with the same desires out of their content, right? Like, or like out of their channels or their streaming Twitch stuff. It's because we all have different goalposts, and for a lot of people it's like it'll never be enough. There is no enough. And I think that's a very dangerous mindset. I like really early on I realized that there is like a baseline where it's like I'm happy when these things are met, and you know, of course I would love to grow past that, and yes, but I very quickly like fell out of the whole rat race, escaping the matrix kind of narrative, because it just didn't seem happy. And since I've done that, like, you just learn to enjoy everything. Like, you learn to enjoy a rainbow, or you learn to enjoy like a pink flower on the side of the road because it reminds you of someone you love. It, all of a sudden you stop getting in this rat race, in this headspace of like grind, 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 better, 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 number go up, like, and you learn to just enjoy. And that doesn't mean that you exist without ambition. I think it's the opposite. If you can realize where, like, if you can visualize your goals and be like, okay, when this is completed, I have completed that goal, then I think you'll just live like an overall happier life. Because then you can look back and be like, you know, I've completed this much, and you can kind of celebrate those small wins. Yeah.
It's the weekend. Oh, I'll be happy when I can go on vacation. We say, oh, I'll be happy when I can get the boulder to the top of the hill. Albert Camus would look at that way of life and see it as futile, because we will.
And that's why you see so many like rich people like miserable, or like killing themselves and just unhappy. Never, there's never gonna be an enough with like human hunger and stuff like that. Like, I think we're just naturally very hungry or ambitious beings. But yeah, like, yeah, I think creating goals that are, they make sense. It's not like I want to be a content creator. It's like, well, I like, theoretically right now I am a content creator because I'm currently creating content. But like, what does that mean for me, right? Like, what are the small goals within that I can achieve? Look back and be like, wow, I did this. Awesome. Boulders at the top of the hill. Now I want to do that, and then, you know, push the boulder down and push it up that hill. You know, like, yeah.
Always be pushing some
I hope
boulder.
I'm making sense.
Therefore, the way to transcend the futility of the entire system is to find purpose in, or enjoy the effort. Enjoy the struggle, enjoy the workday, enjoy the sucky parts. And not because of where it will get you, not because of why you're doing it, not because of any of the output that will come from completing it. You purely have to enjoy the struggle itself. Just like our favorite game, Dark Souls 3. Camus literally ends his essay dropping this bar. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. That's...
So it is in the myth, yeah. I remember that. Or like, yeah. Like, what, like, you would imagine Sisyphus smiling, or one must enjoy Sisyphus happy. Yes, 100%. Like, you learn to love the process. That's how you like enjoy anything. I think one view makes me happy. Like, one view, one like, one sub, that makes me happy, because that is one more thing accomplished, right? Yeah.
It's the meaning of life defined by absurdist philosophy in a very crunched little nutshell, at least in regards to Albert Camus and Sisyphus. Absurdism as a concept just says, hey, there is no meaning, but people want it, so there's a conflict there, womp womp. Anyway, it's far from a perfect metaphor, because we do get satisfaction from completing games, and Sisyphus doesn't really metaphorically get that experience. He's basically predestined to always be playing Dark Souls, which is horrible. But it's certainly not a horrible philosophy to embrace, especially if you're the type of person who will get, how do I say this, a little more emotional than you probably should be at a video.
My only flex, I like, my claim to fame, my claim to fame, I have never played Valorant. I think I booted it up one time on, I think it was my Xbox. It was something, dude. And yeah, never played Valorant.
Game, let me explain.
I do know people who like spent hundreds, probably thousands of dollars on Valorant, and like their days are ruined if they lose a ranked match.
Think about ranked modes in competitive shooters. You have a good chunk of people out there who get so focused on hitting a certain rank in a game that the actual gameplay itself is secondary to the output of hitting that rank, which is just seeing the visual representation of your rank go up, or in my case, down. And the reason I say that is because that unfortunately used to be me. It felt like I was just getting through games of Valorant after a certain point to get to where I wanted to be, chasing this thing that was inherently absurd to chase in the first place. I was kind of in a loop of doing something for the addictive output rather than any of the input, which is the whole game. I don't think it's inherently bad to chase the output or the achievement of games. There's a lot of people who get satisfaction from 100%ing achievements, That will never be me, but you have my utmost respect. My dad is like that. Every time he goes on the PS4, I would bet my life savings that he's gonna hop on Sniper Elite 4 or Sniper Elite 5, and he's gonna go around and find every collectible item in the game without using Google.
It reminds me of like the Breath of the Wild. Isn't there like a post game you can collect? I think it's over like 300 little guys. I don't know. I would say in terms of like what kind of gamer I am, I can be completionist. Um, but it's like when something just stops being fun, I typically stop playing it, and I typically revisit. I have like a high percentage of revisiting games. Um, Maybe that's why. Maybe because I don't 100% it. But like even things with Pokemon, like post game, if I'm really bored, I'll do like the Pokedex. When I was younger, I had like a living Pokedex, which was pretty cool. But yeah.
And without using cheats, by the way. But even that act of getting the accomplishment or the achievement from that is an experience. He isn't doing it with the underlying motivation of wanting to be done with it. His fantasy isn't necessarily about completion. It's about completing the completion, you feel me? The same way that it's very possible to enjoy competitive shooters and ranked modes if you can enjoy ranking up, not just the rank up. I'd really challenge you to look at the games you play, look at the way you spend your time, or if you want to get really existential, the way that you live your life, and try to figure out where that fruit is for you, where the fulfillment really comes from, especially if you're making a game. It can be really easy to get caught up in what the success of having a game would look like, but there's so much beauty in the creation. That's why I think Blue Ocean Games.
You gotta love the process. I 100% believe that. You have to love the process. Like I said, even with content creation, like I love the process.
Games for sponsoring today's video.
We are going to skip that, but definitely check out this channel because I love her. She has a big passion for game development, but still, it's good to know that there are developers who care this much about gaming.
But if you're not going to make games, you can still think about the meaning of life with me for a little bit. So the meaning of life is then to live, according to Camus, and according to Dark Souls and Celeste and all those games that grab you by
Haven't played Celeste. Need to play Celeste. Haven't played it.
the neck and force you to endure an experience for long enough that you start to love it and familiarize
Shovel Knight.
yourself with the struggle of failing. But what about games that aren't about failing so bluntly and consistently? Games where you could go anywhere and do anything, and failure isn't so clear-cut. Well, those type of games, the more explorative or the more open ones, I think that they align less with absurdist philosophy and what it teaches us the meaning is, and are more so aligned with existentialism, which would basically tell you that, hey, there is no inherent reason for man's existence, but through your free will, you can create it yourself.
Yes, yeah, holy, she's spitting right now. It's true. It's completely true. And like me personally, I talk within my personal life about subscribing to optimism so much. I would say I fall a little bit into like existential. I really fall between all three. It's like existentialism, absurdism, and optimism. I'm not very nihilistic. I used to be so nihilistic. Dude, like I bring up this a lot. I'm still very young, but when I was younger, I was so nihilistic in the sense of like a simple example, right? I didn't see the point in being vegan or anything like that, because in my head it was like they already killed all the cows, or like the cows are dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like you become accepting of how dark and sad and you expect the world to be that way, and it's just the way it has to be. And I don't really know what pushed me into optimism. I think it was just like growing up, a little bit more frontal lobe development. It just stopped being like that. Like I wanted to, not that I'm vegan, but you know, like I now understand the concept of just, yes, you can't control what the industry does or like how things are done, but you can control what you contribute to that, even if it's like a drop in the bucket. It is worth it to try, even if it's for your own philosophy and your own beliefs of just like, well, you know, I'm gonna buy pasture raised eggs because it's more humane. Things like that, like just little things that make you feel better. Even if it's like unintentional, I don't buy pasture raised eggs to feel more virtuous, but it makes me feel better to not continue to put out that, I guess, continue to support those animals getting, treated that way. But that's a very touchy topic. I hope the vegans don't come after me on that. I'm very much evolving in my headspace. But yeah, I subscribe to
And
this.
that is
Very nice.
exactly what open explorative games tap into. Think about Minecraft or Outer Wilds. These games don't give you an obvious mission or quest and say, okay, this is what matters. It throws you into a world and then says, figure it out. In Minecraft, when you spawn in, there's nothing there. You're alone. And in Outer Wilds, you just kind of get in a spaceship and go. You can go into the sun, you can crash into a planet, yet piece by piece, if you choose to pay attention, if you choose to kind of create your own path, you'll uncover a story. At first, it can feel very overwhelming, and games that do this usually are, but that's the existential moment. Realizing that no one is gonna give you your purpose. And that realization is kind of the whole point.
And like all that on that note, me and Al wife talk all the time about gaming and games and stuff, and she's at a point where it's like she wants more linear gameplay. I've always enjoyed sandboxy games where I get to kind of explore and stuff, but they both have their strengths. Like I completely agree with this. The fun about things like Minecraft and open world games and sandbox games is the ability to just kind of do what you want. Like you create your own narrative, right? So like when we hop on hardcore tonight, we're gonna go explore the cave. Excuse me. That is, us creating our own narrative in that. But man, a good story, I eat that up. I eat up a good story.
You can choose what matters. You build a house, or you find a piece of the story and you choose to follow where that leads you. Same way that in Breath of the Wild, you can choose what stone, they have a name. You can choose which one of those you want to fight and in what order, if you want to at all, before you go kill game.
Did not finish Breath of the Wild. I'm really losing gamer cred in this stream. Haven't played Celeste. I did not finish Breath of the Wild. I got pretty far. It was all we could really play on the Switch when the Switch first came out. But yeah.
Canon.
You guys like the points. I'm glad. Yeah, she's spitting. Like definitely go subscribe to Juniper Dev. Very, very cool.
That's oddly the kind of meaning that existentialism is about, and it's really cool to see it unfold in both games and in real life. Because most explorative games that let you pick your own path are quiet. You're often alone in an environment that probably emphasizes that, left with your thoughts, and probably some soft, subtle music. There's a lot of empty space, usually, not just literally, but space for you to think. Space for you to fill in the gaps of silence or story. That quiet loneliness mirrors the existentialist belief that we are ultimately alone, and we are solely responsible for shaping our meaning, shaping our...
You know what game does like a good balance of both? Skyrim. Skyrim has like so many unraveling, or really just any of the Elder Scroll games, but I'm thinking of Skyrim, has so many unraveling pieces and story, right? Obviously you have the main stuff, like there's just so much, but you don't feel alone because of how alive the world feels. And at the same time, you can just like take a break from all of that and then just go find different horses to ride in Skyrim, like I think games like that are my ideal pick for this kind of single player experience
in this world and what we do with it. But instead of crushing us with that responsibility, which is how it might feel in real life, games give us tools. A spaceship, a pickaxe. These games say, yeah, you are alone, but you're still capable. Capable of finding meaning, capable of finding joy. Or not. Maybe these type of games just are not fun to you, and no matter how hard you try, you can't just spawn your own meaning. Or maybe there's genuinely no meaning to be found. Intro our third and last philosophy here, nihilism. Think about Deltarune. I'm about to spoil chapter 1, so if you haven't
I did finish chapter 1.
Played it, go to this timestamp, okay?
I did finish
Ready?
chapter
Go.
1. I think I
Deltarune
did finish
throws
chapter
it in
1.
your face that your choices as a player do
Do not matter. Yeah.
When you start the game, it has you make a character, but that...
Yes, so I'm still very new. I know there's a chapter coming out this year. I might play Undertale on stream if you guys would like that. But uh I and I don't mean to glaze. I'm probably gonna do an entire video about this later, like later this year, scripted. But I went into Undertale and Deltarune with no previous, like I didn't know spoilers. I didn't know what the story was about. I didn't know what the gameplay was like. I completely missed it. That wasn't the kind of gaming that I watched. Um, so in the big 2025, I started playing Undertale, and it took me by surprise. Like it is in my top 50 games for sure. And I was telling Owl Wife that it's a for me, in my experience playing it, it's a 10 out of 10 game for me. And I'm so critical with ratings. Like, but it was the surprise aspect of it, the many different it's a game that just makes you think. You're thinking. And with Deltarune, I'm still playing through it, but yeah, it does kind of prove to you that your decisions at the end kind of just don't matter, and you think you're in control, you're not. So I'm really excited to see how Juniper unwraps this.
Character becomes immediately useless, and it basically taunts in your face that your choices don't matter. The chapter ends with the protagonist ripping her heart out of her chest, and that heart has been symbolic throughout the entire game as your control as the player. The game knows that you're trying to be good or make the right decisions, and it just doesn't let you. It just laughs. It tells you you're not even holding the controller. You're not the hero. You're not the protagonist. You're watching this character go through the motions and pretending that it's you. It's really cool. It's really neat. I'm very excited to see what Toby Fox does with the...
Nihilism is like the world is happening to you, and you kind of just have to accept that. There's no meaning. The world is just happening. Things are just happening to you. At least that's how I perceive it.
Rest of it. But for that reason, I'd argue that that game dances on the edge of nihilist philosophy, which basically argues, hey, there's no meaning to anything you ever do in your life and ever will do. So it's really optimistic. It makes you feel great about life. That doesn't mean that you won't find meaning, like I'm sure you do in Deltarune. It's just saying that meaning itself is perhaps a made-up construct, and expecting it or working towards it will never get you any step closer to it. And that is deeply uncomfortable, at least for me. Nihilism can be liberating, though, in a less Deltarune way.
Yeah, it can. I don't subscribe to nihilism. I think that there is power in like feeling like you can influence the world around you and have a greater impact. I find power in that. Maybe power is not even the right word, but I just find hope in that. But yeah, absolutely, nihilism. It comes with like a blissful acceptance of life and things as they happen, right? I completely get that.
Because if you frame the world in a lens that nothing matters, which is a very common behavior for video games, it's why we don't always expect consequences for negative actions, then we realize that nothing matters. I guess what I'm trying to say can literally be summed up by this meme.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Like, nothing matters. Nothing matters. And I'm absurdist, or I subscribe to absurdism in that way.
That be known. I talk a lot about storytelling in games on this channel and why the artistry is so important.
Love
and all this meaning that can go into it. And how, as a player, every choice says so much about you. And I do believe in that wholeheartedly. But I also think that some games just exist and are played because they're fun. Yeah. And there doesn't always have to be a deeper meaning. 100%. And in the same way, it's okay to play a game just because it's fun and because it passes the time. Because sometimes, in the nihilist lens, the most human thing we can do is to not actively seek meaning, which for me is a very rare occurrence.
I think I was about to say what she's about to say, which is like, I think for me, I completely understand nihilism. I, however, am cursed with the curse of pondering myself to death. Whatever's in here literally never stops. Never stops. I'm constantly thinking. When she was like, not all games have like a deeper meaning, and she showed footage of Stardew, I was like, well, Stardew just means like to slow down in life. Like my mind literally just doesn't stop ever. Which I guess makes me sound smart, but it is it's a burden, man. Like, holy, I'll find meaning in anything. And it's kind of like that thing where it's like, our animals, even though, this is a whole other conversation, but I saw this on the internet where someone was like, are animals happier because they don't have consciousness, right? Like, consciousness is a curse that gives us that sadness that we feel or that we experience. Probably. I don't know. I gotta watch a video essay on it. But I I will just ponder myself. Like some days, dude, it is crazy. I think about everything, anything and everything all at once. Yeah.
But even I can say that there's a lot of fun in just wandering around a game world with no purpose, tormenting NPCs. Because
Yes.
in real life, you can't do, well, you can do that, but
Me and our wife trying to find the skooma dealer.
that's called bullying, and you shouldn't do that. But
Right,
beyond
right.
that, literally just existing in a game world. That's not absurdism, that's not Camus, that's not Sisyphus, that's not existentialism. That's just you, being human, and a stinky little gamer. In the end here, I think that philosophy and games are just two languages presenting the same reality. And if you find something beautiful in that, like I do, cool. But if not, that doesn't matter either, because the universe is indifferent and doesn't care, is what all three of our philosophies today have taught us.
Yes.
But I do care, if you subscribe, because that would be really cool. I'm not a philosopher, but this was just super cool to think about and research, so hopefully you got something out of it like I did. But thank you nonetheless for your time, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!
Very cool. Yes, I 100%. I 100% like would tell you guys to go check out her channel and stuff. Very, very cool stuff. One must imagine Sisyphus developing a video game. Yeah, overall really cool. I'm minoring in philosophy, so you know there might be more stuff like this. Sorry if you guys hear background noise. There might be more stuff like this in React streams, but very, very cool. It's very, very cool. While we're on a philosophy kick, let's do this one. So Azula and Katara are perfect foils. Avatar: Last Airbender by Sage's Reign. Love Sage's Reign stuff. But let's watch this.
The divine right to rule is something you're born with.
What's that hard quote that Azula has? It's like, I was born lucky and you were lucky to be born. Oh my god, bro. I'm probably gonna glaze Azula. I think it's just so cool to see a female character portrayed like this. Not flawed, right? Like, obviously, everybody's flawed, but just like, not only is she angry and like scornful and just like hateful, but she's so powerful. And I don't know. I love Azula. Definitely one of my favorite characters in Avatar: Last Airbender.
So much of how a child develops is shaped by their parents. With siblings, this is only heightened. The way they interact with and view each other, how they view the world, how they view themselves, so much of that stems from how their parents raised them. And the dichotomy between the Fire Nation siblings and the Southern Water Tribe siblings couldn't be a more accurate representation of that. We talk a lot about Zuko and Sokka and Zuko and Katara, but one of the strongest foils in the series is Katara and Azula. The daughters of the two opposing nations illuminate each other more and more as the story unfolds. From Eduardo Barreto's paper on Hamlet, they write that the foil begins with its function as a literary device, which is to elucidate the characteristics of another character through contrast. For a character to foil another, similarities must exist, but differences must predominate so that the contrast can be more obvious. Although Azula considers her water tribe counterpart a peasant, both Katara and Azula are children of leaders.
Do you guys, this guy's voice is deep. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Do you guys have a favorite Avatar: Last Airbender character? I think my favorite character, I really like Azula, dude. I really like Azula. Probably Toph. Yeah, now that I'm really thinking about it. Love Toph. Side characters, I love Ty Lee. Yep, I had a feeling you were gonna say Ty Lee. I read the chat before you sent it. Love Ty Lee. But this is interesting.
Chief Hakoda and Fire Lord Ozai. We don't see Katara's childhood with Hakoda, but from the way she speaks so highly of her father, we can tell that their relationship is strong. Later on, when Hakoda reunites with his children, we learn what kind of man he is. Though he might have been physically distant due to the war, he was still a great man. With a noble and necessary pursuit, he was always kind and carried himself with so much love for his children. Most of all, Hakoda was understanding.
Yeah.
Katara harbored resentment towards her father, which manifested into this pain for leaving the tribe after their mother was killed in order to fight in the war. Hakoda never met any of his daughter's emotions with anger, frustration, or contempt. He only waited for the perfect moment when his child needed him, and he listened to her and validated.
That's so good. Yeah, I think that that's one of the best ways to handle that. Like, if you've technically, you have your reasons, but I think if you've wronged someone to the point of there's no room for an apology, right? Because what I did is not something that I can necessarily like take back. Being there for the I'm so sorry, guys. There might be is. Can you guys hear that background noise? I think my neighbors are like blasting music. Hopefully you can't hear it too loud. But dang, I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh yes, waiting for the right moment. Like waiting for the right moment to kind of do that full circle. Like, hey, I'm here for you now moment. Peak.
Her emotions. He does the same for his son. When he empowers Sokka to become the leader he's meant to be, he does it in the way that he believes in Sokka and in Katara. This leads us to believe that Hakoda was always like this. In his flashbacks with the young Sokka, he acts in the same way. He is firm yet understanding and warm.
Dude, no.
While Hakoda was physically distant, Ozai was physically present, but emotionally distant. The leader of the Fire Nation valued strength above everything else. Fire and power were the only things that mattered, and if you were strong, you could be given praise. If you were ruthless, you could be given praise. Azula understood that quickly. And
I think that's why I like Azula so much. I can almost relate, and thankfully I've gone through some pretty heavy character development in my life, but I can almost relate to like being a product of the philosophies of those around you, or being a product of your family, your environment, and not understanding as the world around you changes, right? So when Zuko comes back and has completely different philosophies and a completely different outlook, Azula like completely doesn't understand that. Of course she doesn't. Like that's literally like speaking another language to her.
And so she fashioned a flame so strong that it turned blue to illustrate its intensity, to separate herself from anyone else, and to gain his approval.
So hard,
That
though.
approval and attention Azula didn't get from her mother, she sought it out and earned it from her father. Both of these girls are tremendous talents in their respective bending abilities. Both have mastered not only the main forms of bending, but also their other abilities. Katara being one of the Water Tribe's greatest healers and benders period, even being a natural at bloodbending. And Azula's two-finger fire bending versus the open palm, as well as her mastery over lightning that gets put on display over and over again.
It's so cool. Like, it's just the fights with Azula go so hard, dude. Like, I can't.
They are both driven and focused younger sisters who've had to claw and fight for what they desire. And they are both siblings to two much less talented, yet gritty older brothers. While Katara and Sokka have a great relationship and are incredibly close, I've always thought that Azula's first emotion towards Zuko was jealousy. Not for their abilities, of course, but
for Zuko's relationship with their mom.
For the attention that their mother paid Zuko. Ursa was not a perfect mother, especially not from Azula's perspective. Her daughter believed Ursa feared her, afraid of what Azula would become if she followed in Ozai's footsteps. Every time Ursa saw Azula, she saw Ozai.
Ooh.
She saw the manipulation.
It's kind of like, well, obviously, like Todoroki, if you guys watch My Hero, Todoroki's mom comes around, but it's like that single moment of just seeing someone else in that kid and kind of taking it out on them. Because you say one thing, right? You say one thing. I think about this all the time, and I think it's why I'm obviously not ready to have kids yet. You say one thing to a kid, it sticks with them forever. Like sit right now and think about something that someone said to you, whether it be a parent, a sibling, an aunt, uncle, whoever. Something someone said to you that just like hit you, when you were younger, and it hit differently, and it hit in a way that still sticks with you to this day, you know. Like things, that's like the pressure that comes with kids. I'm not worried about handling like the high energy. I'm not worried about handling, no, 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 I'm worried about like, I want whatever impact I have on a kid, even if it's on my kid, just a kid, to be a positive one. um yeah.
The cruelty, the lack of empathy. So Ursa grew even more distant. Maybe it was because Azula was already favored by their father that Ursa decided to pay more attention to Zuko. And maybe it was because Azula was the spitting image of Ozai, and so she couldn't bear to face that. But whatever it was, Azula saw it and internalized it.
What is wrong with that child?
Oof.
Azula believed her mother thought she was a monster, and so she became one. And when Ursa exits the picture, this dynamic intensifies. Azula abandons all emotion and replaces it with this cold brutality. Amongst the upper levels of the Fire Nation, it is rather male-dominated, and Azula adopts more traditionally masculine traits to fit in. A desire to dominate, to rule through fear and manipulation, all to gain that acceptance. Emotions are weaknesses, and fear is respected by all. Perfection is the standard. Nobody taught Azula how to be understanding and care, and this idea.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like these concepts, it's not the, and it doesn't excuse everything Azula did, of course, but it's quite literally like speaking a completely different language to someone. Like, yeah, like these aren't concepts, right? First of all, these aren't like kindness and patience and forgiveness and empathy and mercy are not things that served her in her time, childhood and adulthood, in the Fire Nation, right? These were seen as like weaknesses. So of course, like those things are remotely non-existent within Azula.
Idea rears its head in her relationships with Ty Lee and May. For whatever reason, Ursa could not or would not teach her daughter these valuable lessons that Ozai never would. This emotional labor should obviously not fall only on the woman in her life, but in a super patriarchal nation like the Fire Nation, unfortunately there is not really an alternative. Lee and Lo were there to serve the Fire Lord, and nothing more, so she had no one, only further highlighting the differences between her and Katara. On the other side, Kaya is a reminder of Katara's strength, of her nation and her family's strength, and their ability to persevere. Kaya is a reminder that she will get through difficult times, because they always do. She is a reminder of her mission, her goal, what the Fire Nation took from her. For Azula, Ursa's presence is a reminder of her own weakness, a reminder of the emotions and feelings that she buried because of Ursa's sacrifice. She wants to be a monster because it's better than facing what emotions would come out of investigating her.
It's so true. And that's why, like, when I have some friends, you know, I love all my friends. I have some friends that, like, compartmentalize into oblivion, right? And I always call it out. I'm like, sounds like a compartmentalizer. You know, I always call it out. And as, like, annoying or, like dickheadish as that can be, it's like, what happens when you compartmentalize so much that like you're afraid to open the door because of what is going to spill out, like what how many things haven't you processed, right? And obviously I know like there are moments where people don't have the immediate access to process these things because they have to survive through the moment, of course, like I've been there. But yes, it's so true. It's like, oh god, I love that point. I've never thought about it that way. The idea of you accept the idea, or Azula accepts the idea of becoming a monster because she doesn't even want to begin to think of, you know, what would come with the alternative, like trying to understand her, etc.
Her and her mother's relationship. Both Azula and Katara have lost their mothers during their formative years.
Azula needed therapy. 100% chat. Yes, Azula needed therapy.
Kaya sacrificed herself for the last Southern Water Tribe waterbender, and Katara carried her mother's heart throughout the series, unlike Azula. And unlike her counterpart, Katara is open and vulnerable because she recognized that in her mother. She was taught that by her, and by all the women of the Southern Water Tribe who were left, including Gran, of course. Katara learns to be caring and loving because fear was never part of her emotional vocabulary. But similar to Azula, she also has to navigate a male-dominated world. Though their relationship is a highlight, their early stages were rough because of the way Sokka viewed and treated women.
Yes, yes. Which obviously, like, that whole thing was a really great device for Sokka's like development, right? Like arguably, we were just talking about this, like our wife and I, but it like when we talk about the most powerful of the gang, Sokka always has to be part of the conversation because of how he keeps up with non-benders, and this is our wife's take, because of how he keeps up with non-benders and just the evolution and the everything he does. He's like the strategist of the group, right? And I never thought about that until we talked about it. But yes,
Women, thus forcing her into being overly responsible and motherly, and the difficulties in the Northern Water Tribe with Paku not giving her a chance to become his student because she was a woman. At the same time, Katara had her own passion and anger and stubbornness, but they coexisted alongside her other qualities. Katara was taught to be caring and loving, but also to be strong and confident, and to fight for what she believes in. This show doesn't take the stance that because of the skills they demonstrate, that makes one character better than the other, but I think it goes to show that when we talk about masculinity and femininity, there are traits that are admirable regardless of whatever gender identity is chosen, and that these traits are not inherent. Some have a greater affinity than others, sure, but so much of it is learned, and so much of it is important for all of us to have. It is as important for Sokka and Zuko and Aang to be caring and warm and loving as it is for Katara to be determined, driven, and passionate.
100%.
Azula lacks that kindness, that empathy, and that warmth, and that becomes her undoing. The faculty of the foil rests on its ability to be in absence. Ultimately, war has forced the adultification of these two opposites. Both Azula and Katara feel older than they actually are when we think of them in the series.
Yes.
Both 14
Yeah, like sometimes you watch this series and you're seeing all this like intense monologues or just fights, and then you realize these are children. These are literal children.
years old. I think at times it's easy to forget that Sokka is the older sibling, given how responsible and focused Katara is. We can't say that it's her nature to be a motherly friend, because circumstances have forced her to become this. Sokka played soldier.
100%. It's like she didn't have a choice. Sokka get to go out and play, like he's gonna say, play soldier and play man, right? Becoming a man, figuring out what being a man means, being one of the only or the oldest to lead, the young kids in his tribe. Where Katara had to, like, she wasn't given a choice to become anything else, right? Yeah.
Toph, when introduced, was a very guarded child with little experience, and Aang was a child from a world that was destroyed, a different world, with a gargantuan weight on his shoulders. So this left Katara to pick up many of the pieces. The desert, I think, really exemplified how much responsibility she had, let alone how much emotional labor she had to do for the group. Conversely, Azula appears much older than she is because of the way she carries herself. And a lot to do with that is her design, the makeup, her voice, her abilities. Again, Azula is 14 years old, but she's had to grow up so quickly in order.
14 is crazy. 14 is crazy. I don't know how old I thought she was, but 14 is crazy.
To be in the right position to receive the love and the admiration.
Crazy for someone with that much like rage, I know I make jokes about like middle schools being just like cesspools of anger and confusion, but like this is a different level. Like she is out for it feels like vengeance. It feels like she desperately needs her honor to be like not reinstated, but she needs her honor to constantly be validated.
She so desperately needed from her father. She's had to study up on the war, on military tactics, on psychological tactics, in order to prove to her father that she can be the greatest weapon. They've both had to grow up so quickly. They are both victims of the 100-Year War, of course on completely different levels, as Azula stands as both victim and perpetrator. She stands as an oppressor where Katara does not. Azula approaches all aspects of her life with that mindset of the oppressor. The only way Azula is able to make and maintain friends is the only way Ozai would give her validation. Through fear, not trust, which burns her in the end. No pun intended.
Yes.
And on the contrary, Katara trusts blindly, because she navigates the world through love and compassion. That emotionality is the reason for the entire show's existence, because she extends that to Aang first and foremost. Where Azula sought and found power to assuage that need for validation, Katara gained it through the massive community that she helps to foster and grow. Even when it comes to the Avatar himself, these two are a stark contrast to each other. At the end of Book 2, Azula kills Aang, and Katara is the one to bring him back to life. Azula is ruthless. She is death, while Katara is healing and life personified.
That's awesome, yes.
In the third book, we see this parallel development on display. In the Southern Raiders episode, Katara is full of anger, along with a heart seeking vengeance. As she searches for Yon-Ra, she
Bloodbending, terrifying, by the way. Just the concept of bloodbending is crazy.
is closest in personality and attitude to Azula here. This is what Katara could have become. The destructive waterbending, the uniquely cruel bloodbending. Maybe Katara would have become Azula if it weren't for Kaya and Hakoda's love, Sokka's persistence, Aang's kindness, and of course her own heart. Because when it comes to her anger, Katara has so much of it,
Yes.
but it is also tempered by so much love. As she lends Zuko her trust for the first time in this episode, in the episode prior, Azula loses both Ty Lee and May at the Boiling Rock. As Katara's circle grows, Azula shrinks, leaving her completely alone. And because her fear is meant to be contrasted with Katara's sense of love and trust, we see that in the finale, the endpoint of their juxtaposition. Zuko and Azula's relationship is one of the series' strongest depictions of a sibling rivalry, and their continuous clashes only further highlights what a good relationship between a brother and sister is supposed to look like.
You know, I guess I never thought about that. And I haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender in a very long time. I watched it. The last time I rewatched the entire series was probably late high school. But yeah, I never thought about that mirroring, like, sibling dynamic. I guess not mirroring. It's a foil. Yeah.
Sokka and Katara get on each other's nerves, they fight, but they also push each other to be better, knowing the immense potential the other is capable of. So much of Sokka's arc is developed through failure, but the one thing that Sokka could always hang his hat on, the one thing he's never failed at, was his father's instruction for him before he left, which was to protect his sister. Whereas the royal siblings' dynamic has always been one of competition, competing for their parents'
everyone's on their own kind of a thing.
adoration and attention, competing to see who deserves love more. And that contrast between siblings couldn't be clearer than in the finale. The two fight a few times in the series, but none are as heartbreaking and as innovative as their final.
100%. Haven't seen the series in its entirety in a long time. Probably have seen this fight a few times every single year. It's just so good. It's so good.
Counter. Azula looks at Katara, and as stated, she looks down on the Southern Water Tribe's princess. Azula loses to someone who she feels is beneath her, someone who doesn't have the divine right to rule. Azula loses to Zuko, who had a friend when she burned all of hers. Azula had no one in that final fight.
Crazy.
Not even the father she devoted her life for. Most of all, she loses to who she might have been had her life been different, had her parents been different. I don't think Azula would have had the same kindness and warmth, but all the skills Azula has, the prodigious bending ability, her intelligence, her drive, her leadership, all of that could have been in service to something greater, rather than simply being a weapon to be thrown away as Ozai did to her. But we will never know. So much.
Yeah, it kind of makes me sad. I didn't watch the leaked movie, but I heard that Azula's not in it. That kind of makes me sad. I feel like there's just so much more potential. Like, if she's 14, right, this shouldn't be her life. Like, it's like, oh, she lost to Zuko and went to jail, and that's it. That's so much lost potential. Like, how much I look at myself and I'm like, how much did I change from 14 to now? Drastically. Like I said earlier, like I even my philosophy for life has changed from 14 to now. I think everybody's changed. So it just would have been nice to see them do something with that, but I don't know.
Much of who we are and who we will become is due to our environment. Even the brightest, strongest, greatest flowers cannot bloom if their water is already poisoned.
Like, so much rage that you're breathing fire. Crazy.
Luckily for the gang, Katara's water, her roots, her soil were as clear and as pure as could be.
I will never, ever turn my back on people who need me.
Too good. Too good. Sage Rain. Sage Rain's at it again, dude. I watched so much of his stuff. It's too good. Too good. Go check him out. Very, very cool guy. Azula felt like her mom hated her. Katara knew that her mom loved her. Yep. Very, very cool. We're gonna do 2 more reacts. Let's do this bad boy next. So, it does say volume warning, so let's turn this down a little bit. I wanted to watch this because I worked at GameStop. I worked at GameStop for about a year. I was in the management level department, I guess you could say. And yeah, I wanted to check this out. So 1 month, my 1 month at GameStop. Look in chat.
I had to grab a new Switch controller for the stream. Just get one at GameStop. GameStop's evil. I've worked at GameStop. You would.
GameStop is evil. 100%. 100%. It has to be its own video or its own thing where I talk about my experience at GameStop. 100% GameStop's evil. They tried to acquire eBay recently and that didn't go through for obvious reasons. Yeah.
Well, not any fucking more. The thing about working at GameStop, the one time that I worked, it was holiday season. And I believe
holiday season at GameStop is just so crazy. You get such an array of customers at GameStop. Like, you get kiddos. You get, like, the 10-year-olds coming in to get GTA 5. And I'm like, dude, I can't sell that to you. Because then your mom's going to come and scream at me for 30 minutes. And then you get, like, Meemaw trying to buy Mario on the PS5. And then you get Peepaw buying, like, Razor Gold for his online, like, Asian girlfriend that totally exists. Dude, GameStop was... there was never a boring day at GameStop, man.
Mario Bros. Wonder had just came out. I was given game assistant, right? And to be a game assistant, you work under the SGAs, and the SGAs are the ones that run.
Yes, so the hierarchy is you have the SM, right, which I was in SM. Then you have ASM, SM is store manager. You have ASM, which is assistant store manager if your store had one. Then you had SGAs, which were like, they were like leads. Essentially, they had like keys and stuff, and they could open, close a store, stuff like that. And then you had GAs, which were, I guess they were called game assistants. I thought they were... I guess they were called game assistants. That doesn't sound right. But yeah, GAs were just kind of associates that could like lollygag. It's the funnest position to be at because you don't have as much responsibility.
The store by themselves or can run the store by themselves. They work cashier, counting games, checking in on inventory. So I was given a game assistant position, and it was very, very simple. As long as I could greet people and I could give like basic game knowledge, so like if somebody wanted like a specific type of game, that I could guide them to that.
That's what he wants.
Not a bad position at all. Somebody gets
dude, and like the training videos for GameStop were always so funny. I think one of them was like, try not to overwhelm. I remember this during my onboarding. It was like, don't overwhelm people with like game jargon. And if I can find it, I'll splice it in here in the, like, this is probably gonna be a video, but it's yeah, so funny.
Hired 2 days into this working, and they hit me up and say, hey, it's kind of a big ask. Do you want to be an SGA?
Never good. Never good. Whenever my friends have like an interview or something and they're like, yeah, like they said I could start tomorrow, they really need somebody. I'm like, why? Why do they really need somebody? Where'd the last person go? And what is going on? Like, yeah.
And I said, well, yeah, I want to make more money.
Hello. Welcome. We're reacting to some videos. I'm talking about my experience at GameStop.
I went from 8 hours a week to 40 hours a week.
You know, I don't think we were allowed to do that. I don't think we were allowed to do 40 hours. Not that I recall. I don't think I could give SGAs 40 hours. Oh,
do a full-time job. Fuck.
Yes.
This was
Yeah.
my...
And that's kind of how it happened for me. When I started with GameStop, I was a ASM, and then, you know, I was in the process of putting in my 2 weeks, and they offered me a store, and I took it because money.
Freshman year of college, end of first semester. Oh my god. My fucking winter break, it's gone. I was a closer. The thing about closing is that you tend to close alone. The first night, where I had to close by myself, you know, I was taught on how to close and whatnot. Like, hey, this is counting the money, close the register, make a check.
And like there was this thing at GameStop, I don't know if it's still a thing, but you you could close everything, close the register, you're literally good to go, you have your backpack on, and then there's this little printer under the register, and it just starts printing tickets, these little stickers, price changes that need to be done before open tomorrow, because that's the new prices of like 17,000 items in the store. And you would just look at your coworker. It would be even worse if you were by yourself, but you would just look at your coworker and kind of look at each other. We're like, okay, we'll split it up by category and leave it on the counter for the opener. Oh, dude, GameStop was pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie. If you just hopped in stream, make sure you give it a like, make sure you subscribe.
Put it in here, and then you're good to go. As long as the area's clean, you have fun. The store is usually barren around 7 o'clock, and the place closed at 9. And so that 7 to 9 period was chilling on my fucking phone.
100%. 100%. Podcasts, just stuff. Just doing stuff, watching stuff.
What is the man to do? Following that is, okay, it's time to close. I do all this shit. Grab the money. I put it in the check thing. I deposit it. Whatever. It's in the safe. Hallelujah. We're good. Yeah, did that. Here's the fun part. Now, so this is your quick time event of the night. You need to set the alarm, and then you have a minute to get out of the store.
Oh, yes. No,
Shut
this
the
is
gate
also
fully.
true. This is also true. Dude, 100%. So you would go to the back of the store, literally the furthest corner from the door. You type in the alarm, and you guys have to bolt out of the door because you've got about 2 seconds before the alarm calls the cops. It's true. This
Lock
guy
it,
really did work at GameStop.
and
It's
then
so
lock
true.
the door as well. You have a minute. So I hit the timer. I'm running as fast as I fucking can, you know, keys jingling and all that shit. You know, I exit, whatever. I'm out of the building. Great. We're good. We're
Yeah.
good. We're good. We're good. I put the key into the gate. I'm turning this key. It's not working. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. So there's this issue. I have to go to the other side. Fiddle around with it. Okay, I'm back out. the minute has passed. I'm doing it again. I locked the gate. Okay, great. I can't lock the f***ing...
No, the way your heart's like pounding, and then if you had to open, it's equally as bad because you are yo, dude, we're talking about GameStop. This is awesome. Killer Soda is someone that lived in the hell of GameStop with me. It was even worse when you had to open because you would open the door and then we had a gate, the most janky gate in the world, and then you had to open the gate and go turn off the alarm before you get swatted at the store. It's all true.
Door. I cannot lock the door for the life of me.
Make sure y'all like the stream, subscribe.
Sat here with this faulty ass key. I'm sure we had extras in the store, but like, dude, I couldn't lock the fucking door. It was cold as shit outside. I'm calling my manager.
It's true.
I'm like, hey, this door won't close. Can you come help me? And she's like, okay. To fix everything, we have to go into the store, re-enter in the alarm so that it's all reset. And so we dash into this.
By the way, on that note, again, I'm going to probably talk about this on a complete other time, but on that note of GameStop and working at GameStop, it's so funny because you're like panicking because you don't want the police to come, or like if it was somebody else closing the store and I was at home or something, I would get a call. It's like someone's trying to break into your GameStop. The 2 times that something happened, police never showed up. We got like burrowed into. Like somebody burrowed into our store through a wall. No alarms went off. And then the one time we called the cops because we needed help, the cops also didn't. It took them like 3 hours to show up. So, yeah.
Building and the alarm's
In
blaring.
hindsight, there was probably no worry about cops coming.
Go, go, go! Turn it off! Oh my god! Holy shit, turn it off! Turn it off!
Yeah.
Ding, 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 button code. Come on, ding, 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 ding. There's a bomb in the game!
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
We shut that off. Okay, we're good, we're good. She gives me a stern talk. Whatever. We reset the alarm and we fucking bounce. And we're all having problems because we're tripping over shit. We're trying to get out. Once we finally get out, like, okay, thank God, but fuck.
Yeah.
I think, luckily, every other time as SGA, I didn't have a problem with that. But I did make, a few customers absolutely hate me. So...
I told this story in the last live. I'll tell it again though. Like one of my favorite memories of GameStop, which I'm never gonna forget, is when I was in ASM. My store had all windows on the front, and I was opening by myself, which was pretty typical because GameStop has no payroll. And I was just kind of doing my thing. A guy comes in and he's like, "Hey, I need to return this. Hey, I need to return this." And I'm like, "Oh, it says that you bought it like 3 months ago. I can't do a return." "Well, give me some store credit." And it's like, "No, I can't do that either, sir. This was purchased like 3 months, 90 days ago. I can't do anything. You're gonna give me my return." And like one of the things is I have a toxic trait where if I feel like someone's trying to punk me, I like become an immovable object. I'm just like, "Oh, no, I'm not." And I'm fairly short. I'm not ashamed about it. I'm fairly short. He's looming over me. Like it's the counter, and he's like looming over me. And you're gonna give me my money back. Sir, that money has not been in your bank account in over 90 days. Is the money even yours anymore? I don't even think GameStop has the money anymore with the way we're losing it. No. I think I said something along the lines of like, "No, unfortunately, I can't do that, you know, whatever." And then he crashes out. And I remember like when I'm looking him in the eyes, I'm just like, I'm not trying to smile. I'm not trying to be a punk. I'm just like, no, no, I'm sorry. Like there's nothing I can do. You could try. My go-to in retail is like, you can try calling customer service. Like let that be their problem. Because I know you don't want to call customer service. You're making this my problem because you are unemployed and you have way too much time. Why are you in the GameStop at 11 a.m., right? And so crashes out, just starts throwing stuff. We had like a plushie thing behind the register, starts throwing stuff. Call the police, call the police. I think he was trying to scare me to call the police. And what was I gonna call the police for? In my head, I was like, by the time I call the police, like this guy's gonna be gone. So I'll just let him throw his temper tantrum. Obviously I was super annoyed. I think I was like 18 at the time. And he's crashing out. He grabs like the binder that was on the register, throws it at me, completely misses. I didn't move. I think he didn't want to hit me. I don't know. It was like this big show. He was like peacocking and just doing the most. And then storms out of the store. And I'm watching him out the like glass, right? I'm so gagged. I'm so gagged. I'm like, okay, bro. I'm thinking about how I'm going to clean all this up. Look up, and there's a grocery store next to the GameStop. Both GameStops I worked at had grocery stores next to them. So there's a lot of like movement in the parking lot. People going to buy like their $70 eggs. And car hits him. And a car hits him. And I can't make that up. I simply can't make that up. A car hits this man. As he is walking out and there's steam coming off of his bald head, a car very slowly just hits him. And he just completely like falls over. And full Mean Girl style, I become super concerned because in my head I saw that it didn't hit him hard enough to like immobilize him, but I look at who's driving. It's like an elderly lady, and I'm like, dude, he's gonna like kill her. He's gonna kill that lady now. Let me get outside. So I get outside and I'm like, hey, honestly, too good Samaritan of me. Why am I involved? I should have stayed in the GameStop. I just step out and I'm like, hey, is everything okay? You know, blah, blah. He gets up. He, like, smacks the top of the car and just storms out. It was... Dude, when you piss off a customer at GameStop, it really it's crazy.
There was a time at the mall. I wonder if I should share this.
The first night is never usually that bad in any of the games.
So I worked in 2 locations. There was one location that's now shut down. It was a very smaller location. It was very small, very tiny ass GameStop, very claustrophobic ass GameStop. And then there was one at the mall. The mall one is outdoor mall, much bigger GameStop, whatever. Both of them are closed.
I also think both of the GameStops I worked at are closed.
Sent to work this Christmas Eve shift. I remember another thing at this mall. Okay, so there's 2 things. There was, I was left alone.
I love these Tomodachi characters right here.
The person that I was working with went on their dinner break or whatever. I was left alone with a massive line of people. You know, usually this isn't that bad. But when I was working with the guy, maybe an hour or 2 prior, there was this guy that came in and he asked me, "Hey, how long have you been working here? My nephew's been trying to get a job at one of these." And I'm like, "Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I've been working here for about like a few weeks and I mean, it's fun."
That's another thing. Like, everybody and their mom wants to work at GameStop. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
It's nice. It's a job. So then this same guy comes in 2 hours later, and now knowing my position and how long that I've worked, he walks in. He tries to buy, I believe he tries to buy an Oculus and a PS5 in one go.
Okay.
I know exactly what's happening. I'm about to get scammed.
Yeah. You also live in constant fear. You constantly think that someone's trying to get you. People scam GameStops like it's literally their full-time job.
I'm like, okay, just put your card in. I'll go grab the stuff.
It's true.
He puts his card in, declines like a
They're also so gagged when, like, we had a serial number sheet for every system that we had in the back. So when we sold a system, you grab the binder. That's the binder that the other guy threw at me in the story. Scan the system, and they're like, "Okay, well, where is it before I swipe my card?" And we're like, "Oh, we can't take it out of the vault until you pay for it." Yeah, whole thing.
Immediately, like, absolutely no rest in space. And he says, "This is a 2-factor authentication card. You have to go to the register.
Nope.
Hit cash.
Yep.
Hit the money. It'll send me."
They really think you're stupid, bro. Like, these people talk to you. They're like, "Hey, so like, you gotta put cash. This is a card, but you have to put cash and type the amount and push enter, and then you just close the brother. Like, you get so tired at some point of people just trying to scam you that you're just like, dude, no, like, no. Sorry, I can't do it like that. You play this whole game of like, well, my boss wouldn't let me do. I am the boss, and I still would be like, my boss wouldn't like that. I can only, yeah.
Text. And the purchase will go through.
For those just joining stream, I'm gonna do some reacting, and then we're gonna hop into hardcore Minecraft in a bit.
So this is the cash card scam.
Yep.
And if you've been working in any sort of retail position, you may have encountered this sort of scam. The only way that this scam works is if they know how the register works and they know exactly what to do with it.
Yeah,
First
like,
of
they
all,
know someone that worked at GameStop.
hands off my fucking register. Because if they're directing you, like, oh, on the register, you need to go to cash, and okay.
No.
I listen to this and I'm like,
Hey, you know,
you're not gonna scam me, dude. I know this type of scam. And he's like, what do you mean? This is not a scam. And I'm like, no, dude, this is a scam. Because you're
100%.
asking me to put in the cash. I'm literally like autistically telling him exactly what's gonna happen if I do this shit. And so here I am, and I'm explaining to him, hey, so if I hit cash and I hit the full amount, it's gonna give me a receipt.
100%. Like they really think you're dumb. Or like another big scam, and this happens in most retailers that I worked at, is that it'll be like they call the store and they're like, "Hey, I am Mr. GameStop. I need you to I need you to go to the safe, take out all the cash in the just any cash in sight, just grab it, hold it in your crusty gamer hands, and go out the store with this amount of money and deposit it into a Bitcoin ATM." And the crazy thing is, people did it. People did it. I never did it. I don't know anyone personally that did it, but we would get full on training updates because people were so like so drone brain that like when Mr. GameStop would call and say, "Yo, get the cash in the Bitcoin," people would do it. And that baffled me. The lack of critical thinking is, yeah, anything for Mr. GameStop. The lack of critical thinking sometimes with these people is crazy.
The cash register is gonna open up.
Like, I don't blame GameStop for not trusting us, because every time we'd get an update that's like, hey, the store just deposited every cent of money they had to a big, it's like you have to be in on it. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Whenever I would read those emails, I was like, what? Like, in the big 2026? What?
Expecting some money. You don't have any money. I can't fill the register. And so he's like, okay. Mind you, there is a whole line of people behind him. I'm the only motherfucker in this store. I'm the only bitch in this store. I am the only motherfucker in here.
Yeah.
And there are 5.
I know Killer Soda's gone through this. I know Killer Soda's feeling this crash out right now.
No, 6, maybe 8 people behind him.
It's always not holiday.
And so
too.
he turns around and says, "It's because I'm black." Oh.
Yep, that would happen. I'm like, hey man, I can't. People trade in systems at GameStop. Hey man, I can't take this. Like, you know, it's got some crazy stick drift, or like the button isn't, you know, like the button's not picking up. And every time, it's like they always played the race card with me, and I almost had to kind of sit there in silence and stare at them because I didn't understand. Like, I was like, wait, what? Because I'm convinced that what came out of my mouth was not what I was thinking. Because how did you get to that conclusion? How do we get here? the button on your gross ass controller doesn't work. Take this back, and they're like, oh, you are racist, and I'm like, Ooh, the mental health play in retail is no joke.
My God! He brought this fucking ultimate! Oh my God!
That's their ultimate, for sure. That's the... when they spam their ultimate on you and you're just like, I didn't know how to respond. I don't know. Like, I was so flabbergasted.
And so I'm over here like, oh my God, he's trying to scam me!
Yes, 100%.
No, this lady behind him. This lady. I know that there's a bank with like an H in the front of it. No, this is from the H whatever. And then this lady behind him's like, hey, yeah, that bank's down the road. No! You don't understand this position I'm being put in!
Yes.
No! She's in on it. No, she believes him! And so I am sat here like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Just put the card in. And he's like, it's 2-factor authentication. I'm like, sir, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. I'm making sure that every motherfucker behind him is hearing me. There's no such thing as a 2-factor authentication card. I'm like, please, oh my God. And so he's like, I have the money. And I tell him, then put the card in.
Yep. No, 100%. And you have to speak loudly. Like, you have to be like, sir, that doesn't exist. Because yeah, like, people will be in line and they're like, hey, like just help him out or something. And I'm like, no, I can't. It's not real. It's not real. It's just, or when they hand you like an old 100 that feels like it feels like a receipt from 1999, and it's clearly not a real bill. And I'm just like, dude, like, do you have another bill? Nah, it's my only bill. All right, well, I can't take it. And then they crash out. It's like, dude.
And he leaves. Thank fuck. The crowd behind me gives me... They feel so bad. God, I am just so sorry. That must have been so stressful. Everyone clapped. No, they did.
Like at the end of a freaking flight, everyone just starts clapping. Jesus. Dude, no, this is bringing me back. Holy. That's crazy. Jesus.
There was another situation. Okay, so there was this rich guy coming in with his son. Like, go pick out a game, whatever.
My name is Detective Pikachu.
Our wife has been playing Tomodachi Life quite a bit.
My name is Detective Pikachu.
bitch. The game is presumably being sold for $20.
Okay.
That's what the sticker says.
Okay.
The sale.
Remember those stickers I was talking about earlier? You had to do those stickers before open, or everything was just gonna be priced wrong.
For the game had recently ended, but the sticker was not placed on the item.
Yeah.
And so, as a cashier, what you're supposed to do is sell the item how it was displayed.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know that you could change the price.
Oh.
And so I'm sat there again, autistically explaining.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Sir, the item is $40.
Yeah.
And the system.
Honestly, in this situation, customer's valid for the crash out, 100%.
Well, let me change. He starts calling me a little shit because I won't sell it to him for $20. And here I am giving him the meanest, coldest stare because I can't do anything about
Literally.
it. Or I didn't know that I could do anything about it.
Yeah.
His wife asks for the store number, my full name, and everything.
Social
and
security,
I give that
everything.
information to them because I knew they weren't gonna do shit, and
Yeah.
they didn't.
No, every time someone's like, "What's your name tag?" I'm like, "Oh, it's." I give them my full name every time. What's your employee number? I can't give that to you due to like register stuff, but here's my name. Most times, this is really pisses them off. When they ask me for my name, I pull out the customer service number. I'm like, here you go. Like, here's my name. Here's customer service.
And they didn't. I gave them the full store number, gave them everything, gave them all my fucking information, and nothing happened. This was, believe it or not, New Year's Eve.
Yeah, dude, the crazies. The
Way to
crazies
ruin
come
the
out before
final
the
day
holidays.
of my 2023. Thanks. Fuck
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Now here's something that was absolutely my fault. I lost GameStop $1,000.
My name is Detective Pikachu.
That is not okay. So let's
Had enough
let's cover
Oh,
this.
that's Birdly, I think. Or is that Falco? That's Falco. Sorry. I was thinking about Deltarune from earlier.
One. There was this guy that came in with 4 unregistered Apple Watches.
I was always confused why GameStop, because we didn't sell Apple Watches or sell iPhones, at least not at both stores that I worked at, but we could accept them for trade. 90% of the time I was like, can't do it. The system's not working, brother. I'm sorry. And they're always like, oh man. I'm like, you can go to this GameStop. I was too afraid. I was too afraid of exactly what this guy's about to describe.
The fun thing about GameStop is that GameStop is also a pawn shop, right? No, not a felon. No. Hey. I didn't steal them. He stole them. Nobody taught me.
And there's there is a way to like check serial numbers and like the whole nine. But like I said, I never accepted a Apple Watch for trade because I was too afraid of this.
How to take in Apple Watches. And so I looked at this Apple Watch and I'm like, dude, yeah, you can sell it for like $100 or $300. Yeah, sure. Fuck it, dude. I mean, it looks in pretty good condition.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks. Now I don't know if they were actually stolen, but they were like, retrospectively, probably stolen.
Yeah.
When you take in an
When
item,
someone
you're
comes in
supposed to
with
get
like
their full
17
name,
iPhones,
you know, phone
like,
number,
you
address.
get their ID.
As this guy's giving me the information for these Apple Watches, I'm like, "What's your name?" And he gives me a name, and he's like, "Yeah, that's it. All right, yeah, cool.
Hey, get over here.
Yeah, good shit. All right, name check. Where do you live?" Like, we need an address around this area. I'm like, okay, around this area. Can we get like an address?
Like an address, like what house or what apartment?
All
yeah,
right, cool.
Whenever you accepted like big stuff like that, you needed that. You needed to get their ID basically to do the trade, because surprise, surprise, when you're giving out money for Apple Watches in an urban area, which is where I live and where my GameStop was, people were just like, I was always so sussed out when they're like, hey, I got like 5 phones. Can I trade these in? Where'd you? I can't even ask you. Like, where'd you get these phones from? Why do you have 17 iPhone Pro Maxes? Like, what? I don't know if I could. Yeah, I was always too afraid. So, confession on live, I did not take in any of this stuff. I only took in games and controllers because I was too afraid to take in something stolen. And we also like we didn't like my store didn't profit from it, right? Like we gave this guy, it was almost always cash. They never accepted store credit because it was like, and GameStop gives you like such like shitty prices. So yes, this $80 controller, I can give you $30 store credit, $7 cash. Take it or leave it. It's pay cash every time, and it baffled me every time. Facebook Marketplace is free. I don't.
Dude, I didn't ID him. Oh my god.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you have to ID them. Yeah.
His ID. Wait, I could have taken his ID. What the fuck? Dude, I didn't ID.
Yeah, no, you need to take their ID. It's funny. Yeah.
Wait, I could have taken his ID.
100%.
No, wait, this was 2 years ago. It's okay. Is this why it was your last day? No. I was scheduled. Like, this was my last day. This was the last shift of seasonal.
Oh,
he
okay,
says,
cool.
yeah, around here. I pull up Google Maps. Which house?
Just bust out your phone and be like, yeah, where? Yeah, you need to get their info, dude. Yeah.
He pointed and said, this one. And I put that in. I'm like, brilliant.
I love this guy's editing.
I'm like, brilliant. Pick an address.
Pick an address, any address. I live like there. He points like Jack in the Box.
I give him the money for this Apple Watch. This was just the first Apple Watch. This was the first. Now remember when I said that there were 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, he leaves and then comes back with 3 more.
Yeah.
And we just repeat the information.
You could have said anyhow. That's why you need the ID. And again, I was just too lazy. I was too afraid. I didn't want to deal with all this stuff, so I just never did it. I was like, oh, our computer's down. You're like, I got a flimsy Android. I don't even know what is this? An iPhone? I don't know anything about that. It's best that you go to another GameStop or come back. Or I like offload it to like a SGA where I'm like, hey dude, you can take it in if you want. I don't. Yeah. I hated taking in like Apple products. I think we could take laptops too. I never did that. I never did any of that.
House. Ha. Good one, man.
You did not. 4 Apple Watches.
But honestly, if it's my last day, I'm taking off 4 Apple Watches. I'm accepting them for trade because like it's last day. Whatever, dude.
Shit. About this whole thing. Is that after this whole thing, he leaves ecstatic. He's so
jumping
happy.
for joy, for joy, like a new stimmy check just hit, jumping for joy. He just robbed somebody else and then he just robbed GameStop because we can't sell the stolen Apple Watches, to my understanding, or something. Like, yeah, it was a process, dude. Unfortunately, I don't know the process because I just never did it.
He's so happy, and I'm like, dude, he's so happy. Dude, I love life.
Dude, I love making people stay. Like, he's so happy. Jesus. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Tim, you're the reason my works register has a warning not to sell gift cards over the phone.
Yes. One of my other favorite stories at GameStop is we had this regular guy. He was great. He was just like an older guy, and he would come in and buy like hundreds of dollars in gift cards. And I would look at my SGA and I'd be like, man, like, he was basically my ASM. He was at the store all the time. We would look at each other and we were like, man, he's not playing video games. It's like, no, most definitely. You just know. You look at someone and you just know. Got no game aura, right? Well, he's playing like Candy Crush, right? Okay. So we're looking at each other and we're like, why is he buying all this stuff for? And we, at one point, I think he asked, and he was like, hey man, like, you know, are these for you? The guy's like, no, they're for my princess. Shows us the phone. It says like princess. He's on call with princess. We don't know who princess is. And we both look at each other with the same understanding that princess is probably a 40-year-old chud in Ohio. And we try to tell him, we're like, hey, you know, there's some scammers. No, there's a card. Okay. Sorry. Let me shut my big ass up. You know what? Here. Okay, $17,000 in PSN. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Friends, bro. Dude, I made it.
I honestly think about this all the time, but working in retail, especially clothing retail, a giant department store, I think about how you could buy an item, maybe buy it online, find it in store, not the one you bought, but the same thing in store, and just return it. 100%. Dude, like, 100, like, I'm telling you, some people are unemployed. Their employment is scamming retail stores. And that's why we have to do, like, 30-minute training on not taking fake bills and not taking all the money out the safe.
Did he jump up and click his feet? No, he was like, I think he said something along the lines of getting food for his family. So in the end of the day,
yeah, Robin Hood.
I think I did a good thing.
Robin Hood.
Pikachu.
So like, I think, hold on, if we're thinking ethically,
100%.
oh my god, no.
And then we had like a guy who would just stuff graphic tees down his pants. Don't know why. Don't know. He just would hide and just grab some graphic tees, and it's not like your graphic tees were great, you know? Like, I can't imagine you're making money off of, I don't know.
Well, it wasn't a crackhead. Like, he was well kept.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, he low-key looked good. And so, there's no way it was for crack.
Is this what it's like to live in Georgia?
Dude. That's funny. We also had like this homeless guy outside the store. He always held up these signs.
He had that shit on though. Oh my god. And so I put the
we got chatter saying the person who stole my car wasn't trying to feed their family. I don't care, you're doing too much. 100. Okay, so who is missing? There's 4 people out there without their Apple Watches. Think about that. there's 4 people out there with black eyes and no Apple Watch. They're at GameStop headquarters now.
Tags on the Apple Watches.
Find my
And
Apple
the
Watch.
next
It's like
day-
in GameStop
She then
headquarters.
explains to me the whole situation with the Apple Watches, and it's like you lost the company like $1,000, and I'm like, shit, what now?
So,
Nothing happened.
What do we do now?
I got reported to HR, and that was all they did. That was all they.
Awesome.
Oops. Well, I can't do anything now. Dude, I made that guy happy as fuck.
You
I hope
made his
he's living
Christmas,
a good
bro.
life.
Yeah. Peak.
Like, dude. No, I didn't get fired. I never got officially fired. Because, I
Nice.
mean, they understood. And it was kind of on them, low-key.
For not like training.
Because they never told
Yeah,
me how to
yeah.
check Apple Watches. They didn't teach me shit about that. I
Yeah.
knew how to take
Their training systems are also so bad. Like, you kind of figure the job out as you're doing the
muscles,
job.
but that was about it. Who the f***, like, brings an Apple Watch or an iPhone into a GameStop?
He ruined my GameStop.
He ruined my fucking GameStop, dude. Oh my god.
Dude.
You know where I'm gonna sell this phone? GameStop. What the?
That's, yeah, like, I really think if you find... There's a video of a person whose phone got stolen in France by a pickpocketer. They find the phone in China. Dude, yeah. I don't know. They always baffled me. Like, unless you're selling a video game or a game console, which even at that, if they can get more money selling it privately, like coming to GameStop to sell your iPhone, this is not your iPhone. This is not your iPhone. I just don't believe you.
What the f*** is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? eBay will get you more money.
Yes.
Guarantee it.
Tim! Speaking of GameStop, it has been reported as of a few hours ago that the company is planning to acquire eBay.
That doesn't happen. Yeah, the company tries, and they fail.
What the fuck are they gonna do with eBay?
They want to be a pawn shop so bad. What happened to selling games?
I think GameStop, like, by the time I started with GameStop, we were already like physically just walking into the store physically. The store was more collectibles than games, which, like, I remember I had some OG customers complaining about that. And I completely get it. It's like 40% Funko Pops. And Switch 2 cartridges that aren't cartridges. They're keys. And then Xbox's whole wall is gone now. This is the last time I went to a GameStop. Yeah, GameStop was basically just trying to become like Pawn Stars or something. I don't know. But I think physical media is just, and I'm gonna do, like, I want to do a scripted video on physical media because I have so much. I love physical media. Dude, like, the digital gaming space is just really killing GameStop. I went to a Best Buy recently. This like, well, I've been going more frequently, but I remember the first time going back to a Best Buy in a long time. They don't even have CDs anymore. I was going to look for an album, and there's just no CDs, and I was like, dude, and then no movies, and it's just it's sad. It's a little sad, but GameStop is probably suffering the most because yeah, it's like only so much of the store can be Funkos and like Loungefly backpacks. Like at this point, we're just looking like a Hot Topic. I don't know what to say. A Hot Topic with like with like overpriced retro games and crusty used consoles. Like I don't.
My fucking god.
Had enough already?
You bitches can't do anything. Sell the damn game. Thanks for the tier 1. So there's this Apple Watch. No. There are these Apple Watches. 4.
Very cool. Very, 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 very cool. I like that guy a lot, dude. I'm gonna subscribe. Envy. Very, very nice. You're supposed to obey me the 7 unregistered Apple Watches. Dude, that'd be a video. Definitely check him out. Now I am going to hop into game. So hopefully that was fun, guys. My hair looks a little crazy. Hot damn. I'm giving like I look a little silly. But we're about to hop into some Minecraft right now. I have this hardcore world, which is pretty exciting. And we left off in this this cave. Hot damn. After a few very sad attempts. So here we are. We're back. You guys feel free to chat it up. I can now fully see chat. Spelunking time. Literally. So yeah, we left off here. Yeah, let me move this. There we go. Is the music... No, I think the music should be fine. Okay, cool. So how's everybody doing? Like how... You guys got anything fun going on? I got this enchanted. Protection 1, 4 armor. So I haven't seriously played Minecraft since... Jeez. Since, before the Caves and Cliffs update for sure. So please excuse my noobness. Let's see. Yeah. The goal this time is to definitely find some diamonds. We need that. I would like to find diamonds and get a little base set up on the surface, but I literally wouldn't be surprised if we don't leave the cave tonight, which is fine. So we were getting our ass whooped earlier. Remember to like stream, guys. Those that are hopping in today. All right. Okay. As long as I don't get double teamed right now, I should be good. Oh my god! As I say that, bro. Oh. Okay. Look at this cave, dude. And then I think that's a trial box over there. Not that I was giving some input in chat about what that was. Alright. I definitely need a light up. Dude, this is rough. Okay. There was a witch here earlier, but I took care of her. So we're good. Yeah, caves are a different beast now, dude. And it's so weird to, like, see the change. Because, jeez. Also, I have Java. I play on console because I just thought it would be fun. But that next, like, Let's Play that we do is going to be on Java. Just because it's much easier. Much more simple. Let's light it up over here. This is a huge cave, dude. Hot damn. And for those who don't know, hardcore just means I can only die once. So you die once, you can't play anymore. Okay. Anyone in chat play Minecraft recently? I have no arrows after killing all those guys. Hot damn. I'm getting like some weird lag. Yep. Ugh. I'm so dog shit, guys. It's been too long. Okay. Goal is just to light up this area, dude. But yeah, we need to find some diamonds and we need to get a little baby base set up, just a little bit. Somewhere to put our mountains of stuff. Sudoku. Why couldn't I read that? Oh my god. Sudoku. Jesus. Cannot read that. Sorry guys. I'm tired, dude. It's been a full day of work. Clearly. I can't believe I don't have one arrow. I have two. Oh, dog. It's okay, Droopy. I have a dog named Jupiter because she's huge. She is the biggest dog in the world. Not really, but she's a big dog. Give me 1 sec, guys. Let me plug this in. Sudoku. Yeah, I think that is how you spell it. I'm just trolling right now. It's all good, kiddo. Yeah, no, truly. The dyslexia doesn't help. Hi, Schmoopert. I don't know if you guys can see her. She's right here. You know what? Give me 1 second. We ain't getting far with that. No, not at all. Not at all. What's up? What's up, Schmoopy? What's going on? What's up? What's up? I wish you guys could see her. Very cute right now. You okay? Playing some Minecraft. What's up? She's so... How to play Sudoku. Sudoku, Sudoku, Speduku, Sudoku. Yes. I don't know how to play it either. I might play it. I'll try playing it next stream. I've seen it though, and I have a friend that plays it. She plays it like every day, religiously. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Juppy's just feeling... She needs some love. She just needs some... Oh my gosh. We can see the sunset through the cave? I don't... Jeez, I'm so new to this game, dude. Do we have enough wood to get us by? I don't think so. Let's see. Oh, with the sword? Or what is that, a bone? What is that? Oh, I know what that is. That's terrifying. Okay, hold up. Where'd he go? That guy I cannot fight because that trident will take me out in 2 hits. That's terrifying. Dude, where is he? Is that him? That's him. Okay. So that's terrifying. Okay. Let's try this way. Let's try going down this way. Because I am running out of wood, which is not great. Doodle Bob. This is nice. Thanks for joining, guys. It's nice to talk to you guys, catch up. A lot of my friends are in here. Okay. Means quite a bit. Thank you. W in the chat for a Joopy cam. You guys want to see Joopy? She's very needy. She's a very needy dog. But yeah, I named her Jupiter because she is huge. Like when she's on her back legs, she is taller than me. Not that I'm that tall, but W in chat for dog cam. All right. Woohoo! So, oh, I see some iron. I just don't want to get snuck up on, dude. Okay. Yeah, I think this will be our path to diamonds, but I do not want to get snuck up on right now. W's in chat. Oh yeah. Let's just break this pickaxe. Is the game volume okay for you guys? I know I keep asking, I just... Switching between React and this volume settings are a little different. Whew. Okay. Hot damn. What's that? Okay. I see a spider. No problem. I love the duality of Minecraft. It's like doing this and then like fishing. It's like being terrified in the caves and then you have fishing for like an hour. Come at me, brother. Come at me. Yeah. This music's going kind of hard right now. I'm going to run out of torches soon. Not super ideal, but you know, that's where we're at right now. Where's he at? Got him. Alright, alright. Oh, hello. I can hear myself. Okay. Alright. No. No. I'll do a Joopy cam. Joopy face reveal at 100 subs. No. Joopy face reveal at 100 subs. Our wife's here. Alright. I saw a drowned with a trident. Actually terrifying. Hot damn. Yeah, Joopy face reveal at 100 subs. I feel like there should be diamonds this low. I don't know. I don't really understand how new Minecraft works, but I have been watching videos. I've been doing my homework. But the game has changed. Like, drastically. Like, I feel like there'd be diamonds there, but no. We're cool? No, we're not cool. For Joopy Cam to happen. No. We'll get there. We'll get to 100 subs. No problemo. Just takes time. Like I said earlier in the reacts, like you gotta enjoy the process, you know. I think. But I get the want for Joopy Cam. She is very cute. All right. make sure I don't get sniped. Nice. Okay, I see the first diamonds. And I'm out of torches. And we're out of wood now. Okay. I didn't put any wood in here. No. Alright. Let's get those diamonds and get the hell out of here. Yikes. Oof. Okay. I see literally just one diamond. Okay. There's some more iron right here. Woo! I see our first diamonds. Ooh, baby. Alright. Whoa. What's this? There is definitely a lag with audio right now. Cause what? Why didn't I hear that? The Three Musketeers! Yeah, caves are so scary now, dude. Okay, what am I trying to do right now? Let's get some stuff smelted, I think would be the most important thing. Diamonds, yay! Truly. Truly, yay. Thought I saw something. Let's do this. This. Make one of those. Make another one of these. Boop. Alright, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Damn. Just spawning. Hot damn. Oh, that's an Enderman. Okay. And I have made way too much chicken and dumpling soup. Dude, share. That sounds awesome. Are you cooking or is the lady cooking? Yeah, dude. I do it every time with curry. Whenever I make Japanese curry, I'm like, I could do the whole box. I could do the whole box. It's fine. It's never fine. Now I'm eating curry for a week straight. It's never fine. Nice, nice. No, definitely, dude. I really need to swing by and get some coffee. Or some tea. I could really go for some tea, dude. Chicken and dumplings. It sounds amazing. Killer Soda is a really good cook. Let's make like a trash. This will be my trash. Let me watch my back. Okay. I guess I could use that. I guess I could use this. This I don't need. This I don't need. Alright, let's go get those diamonds. Or let's at least try. Let's go try to get these diamonds. What the hell is that? What the hell? What the hell? Just kidding. Dude. Damn. I pissed her off. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm scared of witches, guys. One poison potion and I'm like, I'm down for the count, dude. Let's see. Is that dinner? The chicken dumpling soup? Alright, 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 alright. I know she can heal herself, but... Where'd you go? This is a horror game, bro. Where did the witch go? What? Oh, diamonds up there too. So we got one up there, one down here, and they both look like literally just one diamond. So, okay, let's go up here first, I guess. Or should we go down first? Let's go down first. Because I really get ahead to the surface to get some, what is that? Nice. This is risky, gang. Okay. What's gonna be the strat here? I can't tell. There we go. I was gonna say, I can't tell what's under this cliff. Should we go up or down, chat? Are we going to get those diamonds up top or the diamonds down below first? I think I can try the diamonds up top. It's a wee bit scary. I'm a little scared right now. Not gonna lie. It's my first time playing hardcore Minecraft. And, don't want to die. We already had a pretty rough start. But I really want these diamonds, so... Where are they at? Okay, they're over there. I can hear them all around me, dude. Okay. That's scary. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Is it him? Are you the one making all the noise? Nothing unsettles you though, like hearing a baby zombie. Baby zombies, like, I butt clench right now. But I don't hear one, so. I really wonder how I used to play Minecraft. Oh. What was that? It's just this. Oh. Jesus Christ! Dude. This is gonna be really hard. Not that I thought it would be easy, but Jesus. Hot damn. You ever done a hardcore Killer Soda? Or Inaz? Dude. Oh, brother. F in the chat. Hot damn. I am dog shit at this game, bro. Yeah. Dude. How many streams is it gonna take to beat this game? I got about 30 more minutes in stream. Biscuit dough, perfect for chicken and dumplings. Thank you for that enlightening info, dude. I would cry. That was rough. No, that was rough. Dude. Dude. This is tough. Okay. This is it. 4th time's the charm. Okay. Hardcore. Let's do not any of this stuff, just like the where can I see like no, not cheats. Where can I see like show coordinates, whatever. I think that's in game. What are we naming this, guys? What are we naming this chat? Let's get some names. What is the name of the hardcore world that we're actually gonna be? I thought it was gonna be sharks. It wasn't sharks. Completely my fault though. Iron Sword Zombie. Crazy. Crazy. But here's my ego. I think that I can get diamonds in this playthrough in about 30 minutes. So give me some names. Give me some names for the world. Give me some names, give me some ideas. While you guys do that, type in some names in chat. I'm going to get some water. So give me 1 second. Oi! Oi! Nata, you came at a perfect time. I died. I died to a zombie with an iron sword in the cave. That was a very beautiful cave. So we're gonna give it one more shot. My ego says I can find diamonds today, which was that was the whole goal of the second part of the stream. So, let's get some names in chat. What are we thinking? Let's see. Let's see. Chicken and dumplings. That would be good. Big ass bass hardcore. I'd be down for chicken and dumplings. What do we think about that? I will also admit I am completely handicapped by playing this on console. I will admit that. Pop Tropica? No, that wins. No, wait. That wins. That is the glory name, dude. The glory days, dude. Pop Tropica. Pop Tropica. That is peak. Alright, so are we in hardcore? Very nice. I mean, I think that's it. Like, that's all I can. Yeah, because we're not doing any. Woo! Okay, let's do it. You cannot lose this world. No. Pop Tropica. Pop Tropica. Remember that? Dude! Yes, I do remember that. And we got a shit ass spawn. Okay. No, we didn't. The actual shit spawn was that desert that we got. That was rough. Let's just play Pop Tropica now. Chat's feeling nostalgic, dude. Chat is feeling nostalgic today. Pop Tropica. Hot damn. Remember to like stream, guys. Like stream. I think I could push it. I think I could get diamonds in this stream. I really do. If people can speedrun Minecraft in 5 minutes. Okay, I don't know if that's accurate. That was fake news. I don't know if people speedrun Minecraft in 5 minutes, but I can get diamonds. That probably pissed somebody off that I left that tree halfway, but don't care, never did care. I don't love being in snow. So let's get the hell out of here. I do need that though. Where's the third one? Got it. What's the spawn, bro? I know. This is not peak. Pop Tropica peak name though. Peak name. This is the winner right here. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Are we literally gonna have to go on a boat again? Is this an island? What is this? Whoa. Hello. Never seen a pig that looks like that before. Okay. So what happened? I just got beat up by a zombie with an iron sword. That's really all it took. It was just one guy. I was being super careful. Oh, is that birch? There's a birch tree. I'll gladly take some of this. Drink some coconut water, dude. Too good. This is the one. 4th time's the charm. How was work? How was work? I know you were at work. Oh, was that coal? It's kind of awkward. So all my chatters that work today, how was work, guys? There we go. You are my diamond. Wholesome. Pretty chill today. I love Monday because I got my team, so I take it easy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's always good when you've got like a team. Like we got the MVP team working. Because you know like people are going to get stuff done. You don't got to worry about nobody. Take one of these flowers for good luck. Gotta get some food. I have like that hardcore rule where it's like I hate killing mobs with kids. It haunts me a little bit. I don't. Oh, it's got some seaweed over there. I don't need Bambi coming after me, you know? Like. I think I watched Bambi entirely too young, by the way. Hot damn. Just unnecessary damage right now. Sorry, guys. I know it makes some of y'all cringe when I take damage. Which is probably why I haven't beat hardcore Minecraft. Is because I need to be a bit more careful. We're in this like little flower biome. I wonder if we're going to see bees. Or are bees like plains only? Not sure. Look at this. This is nice. Not too bad. I'm not really understanding what this is, but nice. Here we go. This is what I was hopping around for. I was kind of hoping to have bumped into more sheep. But, I guess not. Let's take advantage of the daytime. I'm not sure if you guys drink coconut water, but Foco, which is a brand of coconut water, makes smoked or roasted coconut water, and it's one of the best drinks that I've had in quite a while. New drink discovered, and I love it. I guess I should make sure. I mean, yeah. Focused. I am Foco nut. Foco nut. Wait, why did it pop? My chat on my phone says you said a Foco nut. What are you talking about, Willis? Bruh. No. All right. I was really hoping that I found a sheep. What is that? Is that like one of those nether portal things? That's peak. Let me see. Bruh. I did see that Mineplex is coming back. And I probably will be doing a little stream or recording. I'll see. I'll do a community post, but definitely gonna take advantage of that. What is this? Okay. Yeah, it's like the little nether portal things. Whoa, golden what? Give me that. Lodestone. Don't know what that is, but I'll take it. So happy that I have these golden hose. What is that? Is that gold? Bruh. Not funny. Oh, I don't have an iron pickaxe, bro. Bruh, so I can't even get that. Okay. Alright, getting some wood. Doing our lumberjack thing right now. I would love to find sheep, though. Honestly. More cow. Finding a village has also been a blessing in hardcore. It's like infinite food. So even stumbling on one of those would be great. I think we're going to be coming up on nightfall soon, though. Which is a little scary. Comedy's hard, guys. Yes. Yes. Kind of spooky music. Alright, now we are in the throes of dusk. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I was hoping to find a cave. Doesn't seem like that's gonna happen though, so let's go over here. Build a little hut. Bruh. I'm pissing myself off. Let me just do this. What the fuck? Why am I trolling right now? I'm trolling so hard right now, guys. Hot damn. There we go. Cool, 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 cool. No. Woo! Okay. Find diamonds, huh? Just try. I probably should have checked that more. All right. Look at me. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. So you guys were saying that strip mining's not nearly like a thing as it used to be back in old Minecraft. I still kind of want to try my luck for some coal. But I don't think that I will be very lucky. I have a bunch of stone though. I guess that means something. Okay. Okay, new block. Here we go. Sorry. Check it on stream. Nada. Alright. Yeah, it seems like caves are gonna be the only way to go. Which is fine. I mean... So stupid. I hear drowned, which is not great. A little scary like. A little scary like. You guys see Adventure Time's coming back? I'm wearing a Marceline shirt. I think it's called Side Quest or something like that, but Adventure Time is coming back, which is pretty exciting. I'm back, yo! Welcome back, dude. I have not died. I'm still alive. Wow! Wow! Trying, dude. Trying. Kind of couldn't find a cave before dark, so, and I couldn't find any sheep. So we are just raw dogging it right now. That can't be the right word, I'm sorry. We are just hoping for the best right now. That sucks. I'm just gonna waste the rest of that. It's okay. Let's just take a peek-sees. Nope, still nighttime. Okay. Woo-wee! Alright, this is the one. I've got a feeling. I've got a feeling this is the one. This is the world. Remember to like and subscribe. I need to put my I need to pour my skin in. This is kind of crazy. Playing as Steve that blinks now is crazy. You think I could snipe some guys? Like snipe some legs or no? What do we think if I just go right here? Little people. No. Nope. Oops. That was scary. That creeper totally didn't scare me. I'm not scared. No, that was terrifying. That was terrifying. Woo! Okay. Is he still there? I'm playing a dangerous game right now, dude. We're gonna get jump scared. I'm gonna get jump scared right now. Let me just... Hello? Hello? Hola? I was hoping to be able to get a spider or something, but no. Why must we blink? Dude. Okay. Moon's going down though. That's good. Woo! That creeper almost got me, dude. Hot damn. Alright. So we're about to finish our first day in hardcore Minecraft. Woo! Oh. Drowned. Yo, nothing is scarier than a drowned with a trident. That's just like, especially early game, that is the most. I remember the first time I stumbled upon one, I was like, what is doing all this damage? Half health, first hit. First hit's half health. And I'm like, whoa. And, oh, here we go. Is it done? Is it done yet? It looks like. Oh, what was that? Is that splashing right there? You guys see that? I see him. He's waiting for me. Do a little peephole over here. Don't see Mr. Creeper anymore. Oh, look at that. That's what we like to see right there. Look at that. I should be able to pop out without getting completely, like, annihilated, right? Okay. Okay. Look at that. Survived the first night. First night. Very nice. Look at the turtle. Look at that. We could use a fishing rod. But mainly I need food and wood so we can find some diamonds today. That is the goal of this stream, is to get some diamonds, because that's what I want. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. We were kind of headed in a good direction through that flower forest. I ended up back in taiga. I think this is called a taiga biome. Here we go. Alright. So we've got some food. It's wabbit season. Got some wabbit. Let's check this out. Okay. Berries. Here we go. Don't see anyone. Okay. Whew. It's definitely a lot easier to do on computer. Like jump into third person. Again, I'm playing on console to mix it up a little bit, but definitely a little handicapped right now. Alright, we found some golden hose, which will obviously help us win, right? Oh, sheep. Give me that. Give me that! Yeah! Okay. Another sheep. Not the same wool, but I think I can cope. I think we can cope, guys. Come on. Why does it look pink, though? What? Oh, the white sheep? It's that sunset magic, or sunrise magic, man. Music, man! Come here, come here, come here, come here. Okay. Look at that. Does this look promising, guys? Did I get any mutton? Okay, I did. If you're enjoying stream, definitely drop a like in there, guys. I see a lot of new faces in here. Alright. Woo! Hello? Alright, so we still don't have any coal, which is probably going to be a problem very, very soon. Like right now. Oh. Ah, coal. Very nice. Well, the Minecraft gods heard. The Minecraft gods heard that I needed coal. And I hear... Oh, yep. What, chainmail? Really? Really? Really, brother? That's what we're doing right now? I probably should have checked my 6 anyways, but yeah. There we go. We got some coal. Remember that first world? It took us like an hour to find coal. That was just a skill issue, dude. Like, this hardcore challenge is just proving to me that I just have a skill issue. Hot damn. Come on. I'm so stubborn, dude. I know going underwater makes it slower, but I just don't care. All right. So we've got some coal, which is exactly what we needed. Now we need iron. So that's the next step. And there's iron. Cool. I think Pop Tropica was the lucky name. Just trying to make sure nothing spawns. Give me 5. 3. I'll take 3. I'm gonna make a pickaxe. Is it just him, or do you have some friends? If it's just you, I can hang. Speaking of skill issue. Guys, do you think this cave's gonna be any good? I hope so. We got gold. Okay. This is very whoa, okay. I think I need to take care of something. Oh, iron. I need to figure out a way to take care of this. Okay. We want to protect our wood, obviously. Nope. Not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. Alright. What I meant to do was kind of block this. Yeah. Boop. Just make a little path for myself. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. You know, I don't know if anybody plays like indie games like this. I saw they're remaking Moonlighter, and I hate the way it looks. It's like 3D. I might still play it, but it's just not looking great, man. See some copper. Whoa. Yeah, that's looking a little scary down there, but Be careful. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? As I say, yes, yes, sir, I will be careful. I waste all the wood in the world. Okay. Let's see how far I can get with this. Dude. I am trolling right now. I mean, it's not like I would need the wood for much else down here, but like, dude. Jesus. Bruh. Anybody catch that? Anybody catch me make a stack of freaking sticks? Jesus. Just can't lose my crafting table. She's gotta go with me everywhere. Palitos. Straight toothpicks, dude. I have a bunch of palitos with me. It's a really good chip, really good snack. Not a great thing to just be my only wood resource in the mines, but you know. I thought I saw some gold. Yeah, right here. Golden apples are craftable, right? It's the god apples that aren't anymore. Because before you could make god apples with, I mean, you won't run out of tools. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for bringing up the bright side on that. Thank you. Oh man, silly me. Tricks are for kids. I like how I just have flint and steel. Okay. Lord. Let's let that smelt, and then we're gonna dive down. See what's down there. I have no armor, which isn't great. Give me that. Ooh. You know what? Guess what I'm gonna make, guys. I can't make a shield. Why? Because I used all of my wood to make 1,000 sticks. That's why. Oh, Lord. Quite the predicament I'm in right now. Anyone remember the update where you had to start using lapis to enchant and it made the ore like 10 times more useful? I remember that. Wait. I have one single birch. Okay. But how much do I need? It still wouldn't be enough. Dude, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. a little awkward down here. It's like a very claustrophobic cave. I hope it doesn't end here, though. It's a very weird cave. All right. I keep getting scared this is gravel. I don't know how I feel about all this gravel, dude. Okay. Creepy sounds. Cool, cool, cool. Some more gold. Alright. This is super weird. Super weird cave. It's like mostly gravel down here, which is terrifying. This is like the kind of cave that they go like, guys will go like tunneling in and they get stuck. You guys know what I'm talking about? Very weird cave. Can I try something absurd? I don't think this will work. Actually, I know this is not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it while I wait for this copper to smelt. I know it's not gonna work because this doesn't make any damn sense, but let's try it. What the? I said before 1 a.m. we were gonna get diamonds. Look what that is. Look what that is. Look at that. Look at that. No armor. It's Pop Tropica, dude. It's the Pop Tropica world. It's really what it is. Nice. Anyways, back to what I was trying to do. This is so stupid. It's not gonna work. I'm just wondering if I could, like... Oh! Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Whoa! Oh my god! And we got our diamond pickaxe right there. Hell yeah. Well, what I was trying to do. No, that I don't need to make dye. That was no. I need to do that. I need to make more bone meal. Nice. No, yeah, this is not gonna work. Worth a try, though. Worth a try. I just really don't want to go to the surface right now. Three diamonds. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, that was not gonna work. Okay. I thought I had more gold ore. I guess not. Here, let's make a little trash here. Alright. 15 more minutes and then I'm definitely gonna hop off stream. I have work pretty early tomorrow. Let's see. Okay, I'll take that. Very nice. Okay, so should we head to the surface? I don't think so. I think I can get more iron, ideally. That's the plan, at least. But I do really need to build some armor, so... Just so glad we found diamonds. Now let's just not lose them. Just out of curiosity. Oh! Dude! Dude! Too goated. Just get rid of my one plank, I guess. Bruh. Sorry, this is really satisfying. Nice. Not finding any more iron. Okay. So I guess the next thing would be to go up the stream. If this brings me to the surface, then I'm cool with that. But if it's just one, I can take it. If it's just one. If not, we're bailing down. Fuck you, bro. Whoa. Another one. Okay. Can you reach me or no? Come through, brother. Hello? Hello? Is there another one? Whoa. Okay. No. That is just a very unfriendly guy. This weird, like, crawl space cave is definitely... I'm using it to my advantage right now. There's no ores. No, okay. I see some iron. Oh shit. Okay. Alright, sorry guys. I got pretty locked in. Alright, alright. Let's get rid of that. I just don't need it right now. Woo! I had a big failure, but yet stream goal was complete. I am definitely gonna have to go soon though, guys, but let me get some armor. Oh, look at that guy. There we go. Block that off. That way I just don't get jumped by nobody, you know? Just gonna encase that guy. Is this creeper cave? Why are so many creepers? Ooh. Ooh. A little sweat. Do we see any diamonds? I don't see any. Oh, hey, bat. Hello. Hello, lovely bats. Pantilones. Ooh. So this has been Pop Tropica seems to be the lucky. Oh. Oh. No. No, gracias. No, gracias. Oh. Not double teaming now. No, 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 no. Alright, 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 alright. Whew. Can't believe we did it. It's awesome. I do need 2 more for an enchantment table. Not trying to get greedy, just saying. No, gracias. Sure. Am I missing boots? Don't want to look at that Enderman. Alright. What? Why do I hear a baby zombie? I know what you are, brother. Yep. Whoa. Jesus, that's just hell. I'm playing a dangerous game again. Let me get out of here. There we go. He's coming. He's coming. Baby zombie guy is coming. What's he waiting on? Literally hate them. Literally. Alright. I'm feeling a little out of my depth here, guys. They may sound like a poos thing to stay, but I get that iron over there. But I really don't want to die this time. Now, we've had some great luck so far. It's not what I meant to do. Okay. It's a lot of iron up there. Let's get that iron and then I think we're gonna head up. Mark this cave for next stream. Bruh. I don't know what we think. To those of you who left me on in the background, thank you. We've had some pretty strong viewership all stream, so thank you guys. If you're just kind of doing your own thing and leaving me in the background, I appreciate it. Helps me out. I'm just here collecting ingots, sorry. I'm kind of avoiding going over there. I'm thinking about being a little ballsy and just doing it. Well, not like storming the cave, but definitely going down. And if there's no diamonds, just heading all the way up. But that doesn't seem to ever work out for me. Getting a little too ambitious with the caves. Doesn't seem to ever go my way. Let's see. What? 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 Actually lost your mind. Twin babies? Actually lost your mind. Nah, I think that's my sign. I think that's my sign to get the hell out of here. Do baby zombies ever grow up? Is that a mechanic for them? Jesus, all these baby zombie sounds are terrifying. get to the surface with our new findings. Woohoo! Nice, got some iron. Very much worth it. But yeah, let's get up there, set up a little base camp to be able to put my stuff somewhere. There we go. Whew. So far, the most successful run we've had, which is awesome. I'll be playing more Minecraft Hardcore on Wednesday. Almost to the top, guys. Hopefully it's daytime. I didn't even consider that. We got 10 levels. Got 3 diamonds, which is not really... I needed 5. But, oh! Oh, I don't have any bones. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is the wolf crashing out? What's going on, brother? Hello? Why is he crashing out so hard? It looks like Joopy. It looks like my real life dog. But I don't have any, hold up. This looks like my real life dog a little bit. Come here. Don't want to hit him. Yeah. Look at that. Minecraft Joopy. Look at that guy. Do you want to attack this guy? Yeah. As long as I can get the wool, I don't got a problem with it. Oh, there you go. Let's get rid of this. Okay, and then I thought I saw another piece of wool right here. Oh, baby pig. They look so cute now. Alright, we're taking this dog with us. I really like him. He looks like my real life dog. Come on, friend. He's a bit aggressive, but I think I can work with that. Let's go find some prime real estate. Come on. To build a little base. Just a little base. Come on, friend. Oh, baby. Oh, don't. Oh. Where'd he go? What the hell? Come here, brother. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please. 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 So, Juby's a little rough around the edges right now. She just doesn't know who she is yet. Come on. Let's go. You're embarrassing me on stream. Let's go. Beating up poor defenseless lambs. What the hell? What the hell, boy? Come on, Schmoopert. I wish I would have kept more bones for you. Sorry. Here. I guess we can have a little mini base here. I'll warn you guys, it's not gonna look pretty, but I can build a mini base for sure. God, he's so cute. Yes, wolf. Don't want to hit you. I don't want to hit you. So you know what? Not even gonna risk it. Woof. Womp womp. Oh, baby Juppy was different, man. She's always been a scaredy cat, though. I can tell you guys that. How are the cats? How's Salem and everybody? Salem and Thorfinn, of course. Thorfinn, the not orphan anymore. Anyone still play Clash of Clans or Clash Royale? I was thinking about that game the other day. Just need a regular door. Cool. Having a shadow in Minecraft is still so weird to me, man. Very nice. Okay, here we go. No roof for right now. We'll make a roof when it's not getting nighttime. Does that mean that spiders can just jump me? Yes, that's exactly what that means. Okay, very nice. Regular ass bed. What the fuck? I know what that is. I'm going to sleep right now, dude. Okay. Am I gonna suffocate right now? No, okay. Dude. I know I hadn't slept in a while, but dang, didn't give me not a split second. Jesus. I know what you are, brother. It's a horrible place to put it. Put it over here. Bruh. So, look at that. Look at that loot. Great time. Great time in the mines. I was hoping to see a skeleton, but I honestly didn't even give him a chance to spawn. That thing scared me. But, alright. Well, here's where we end our Pop Tropical World Minecraft Heart. Not end, but this is where I end the stream. Thanks to everybody for watching. Really, like, we had really good viewership. You guys really kept up. Remember to like, subscribe. If you know any people who like gaming or who would love to like just hop in late at night and chat with us, share the channel with them. It really helps me a lot. And yeah, it just feels so nice to see my friends and family support me and show up and chat. I'm going to be live again on Wednesday doing Minecraft. And then Sunday we'll be back on Dispatch doing the next 2 episodes of the next 2 episodes of that game. So thank you so much, guys. I'm probably going to do a video on Mineplex coming out Thursday. I don't know when that video will be posted, probably the week following or the weekend. We'll see how much editing time I get. But thanks so much, guys. You guys have a good night. Thank you. I'll see you later.